This is going to be our last part. Welcome back. I'm happy that you're all here. And I went ahead and did my homework. This is Hanna Karlzon, Merry Christmas, God June book. And we're almost done with this page. So there's one video where I show you how to do the toadstools, the trees, the mushrooms. I added a color to the mushroom. So let's get started. So here, the mushrooms, I took the lemon yellow, 915, and went in the corner and added some lemon yellow. So it gives it a nice little green. Adds a bit of color. We won't say no to a little bit of color. It can also act as the light coming from here. There we go. Gives it a little extra. All right. Then, let's see what we could do. Let's go in the baubles. I took the non-photo blue, 919, colored all the baubles with this blue, except the middle. The middle is your white area. Whoop. I'm going a bit too fast. Okay, so if you don't have Posca, you'll want to leave a low white circle in the middle. I'm going to go in with my Posca and do a little circle right in the middle there. So our bubbles are showing a bit because of the white, as if it's glowing. We have one here. There we go. So this is what I did here. For the star, I went in with the red. Let's take the Scarlet red, 934. I went in very lightly in the middle. A little darker on the outside. Took my white Posca and made this little star here. All right. I went in with the TuscanRed, 937, and darkened the inside of that star. Like that. And then with the yellow Posca, I have some lines coming from the star, coming out. If you don't have Posca, you could have the jelly roll, right? It would work with the gold. Yeah, it's just not as shiny. Maybe you could try the yellow from the jelly roll. They're all open stock in the art stores. I have quite a few, but they're all put away. I have the black, which is really practical. With the black, I can go in. The sun is coming. The light is coming this way, so my shade is going to be on this side, like this. Continue that afterwards, but you can see it's so black that it really gives off the shade much better than a pencil. The next best thing to the black jelly roll would be the polychromo, which you can get open stock. You can just go and get the black one and use that. And if you don't want to do that, maybe you have already a black in the house somewhere. So use what you have, whether it's Prismacolor or Arctics or whatever you have at home. Maybe even in the kids' crayon bag. Well, they all have pencils, right, to go to school? Or do they leave them at school? They might leave them at school. Polychromos or the gel pen are my favorite. So I'm going to go in and add a little bit of shading on these larger warts. I don't like saying that word. That's funny. It won't come out of my mouth. A little bit of shading inside. Makes it look like it's sticking out. And with the white Posca, whatever is not dark goes light. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna have a look. Well, this should be okay, right? You can always zoom in when you want to see better. Okay. All right. Now, the jewelry, I call it the jewelry down here. I take the Scarlet Red 923. I go lightly, I color it all. Make sure I'm taping. Let me see if I can zoom in just a little bit more, right? So. Whoops. Where is the eraser? Right here. Then I will take the yellow and go in the center. The little half moon that is there. I'm very happy with how this page is turning out. Very, very much. Go around with the Scarlet. Like that. Now, I've been having trouble putting up my Facebook account. I thought I'd be able to do a Facebook account where you wouldn't see the other members. You know, you wouldn't be able to go see their personal information, but it turns out that you do get to see part of their profile, which I don't really agree to. So I'm putting off on it. Instead, I'll post each picture on, like this is Hanna Karlzon. I go on Facebook in one of Hanna's groups and the fan groups there, and I'll post the picture there. And I'll take it that way for now. At least they have moderators. Right now, I'm not sure that I want to do the moderator part. Okay, so if we take, let's say, pale vermilion and just go over it again. Make sure there's no white paper showing up. That's for Facebook. I'm going to wait a while. See, I'm not really sure about that. Okay. Let's go back to the star now that the Posca should be dry. I'm going to add, I'm going to take the yellow Posca. You could take gold, or I'm just going to do a little circle in the middle and some dots to come out. And a little bit, if you don't have it, don't do it. The jelly roll would definitely go over it, the yellow jelly roll. Oh, they're like $3 at the art store. Gives you a reason to go out and spend some money. No, I don't like to spend too much money, but I find that when we just start coloring, there's so much stuff that we want. Middle. Putting dots all over the white area. So our stars are, we can see them, right? They're all there. Let's see what we have next. This is all done. This tree needs to be done. The tips of our mushrooms here. The tips over here. Take the brown. So we'll go on one side, down the other side. We'll go underneath here for some shading. And we'll do the contour. So one tip, one side down, the other side down, underneath for shading. Go around on the side, underneath for shading. on the side, underneath for shading and around. Okay, then we're going to take the lemon yellow. This one is 946 brown, dark brown that we just took. This is the lemon yellow. Add it wherever there's white. Middle. Okay. And then I'm going over that with pale vermilion. So pale vermilion 921. Down the, over the yellow on the tips there. And then go back over with the dark brown. Just go lightly over that. All right, I'm gonna have to do these ones. Whoops. Am I pressing too hard? I'm not thinking about how much pressure I'm putting because it's such a small area. Can you see what I'm doing here? Hardly, right? Yellow. This has to be dark underneath. There's some shadow. Then after the yellow, we take pale vermilion 921. Okay. Go over it just a bit with the brown. Just very lightly. All right, I'm going to go in with the gold Jelly Pop. It's metallic. It's made in Japan. The company is Sakura, and we can get it in our local stores and probably Amazon. The kids are going to want to steal it from you because it shines. You have to wait though because it is going to take a little while to dry. Should have done that last thing, eh? Oh well. After that, what's left? Just the snow? Oh, we have another toadstool here, which I can do myself. Does it have any light going on to that little tiny one? A little bit from the tree in the sky, Maybe there's a full moon hidden there. Okay, so for the snow, I'm going to go very lightly near the top of those where it's very white. I'm going to go with my yellow and just lighten up a little bit. Right on the top of the peaks, the lemon yellow. There we go. This gives it a very bright look. So, with our blues, we will go in with the light Cerulean Blue 904. So in the shaded area here. So basically, if you wanted to do the rest on your own, we've already went through just about everything. The little snowballs here are blue. Okay, we don't have to do all of them because a little bit of variety, non-photo blue in colors from one area to the other is very acceptable. So our non-photo blue, has anybody started this page? Then I'm going to go in with the Blue Slate, blend all my colors together. I'm not blending the yellow because this will make green, so I'm staying away from the yellow. So what we're basically doing here with the snow is you get a few blues together. So I might be missing one right now, but otherwise we started with Blue Cerulean 904. See, I don't even have it written here. So the darkest blue, and then you come out lightly. So you could transition into another color. The non-photo, you transition into another color. The Blue Slate 1024. The 1087. You blend all that together. And of course your white for a lot of the area. So for a little bit of punch, I've added in the yellow, the lemon yellow 915. So we have the sky blue, the Blue Slate, the Carribean, and the Cobalt I didn't take out today. The pink. Do we want to put some pink rose? Pink rose 1018. It's not a blush, it's a rose. Okay. So we could add a little bit of pink here and there just to say. The pink can go on your blue, no problems. Just to give it a bit of tint here, and not hard, just to say that we have a bit of color here. There. Now I'm going to try to do the rest by blending with the powder blue 1087. I don't want to go in the lemon yellow. I'll be able to blend with the white into the yellow. Of course, snow has like so many shades in and out of it. It's not like perfectly shaded. Snow is like the clouds are not perfectly shaded. They're darker and lighter and blue and gray and so our next page, do you want to know what our next page is? Some of you might already know what it is. We did a vote, and I presented 3 books with different pages from those books, and I received 2 votes. So one of the votes, the viewer wanted this one, which we're doing now. And the other vote is, should I tell you? I guess I have to now, eh? Let me show you. The snowman. He's gorgeous. So that's our next page. So that's going to be fun, a snowman. So I thank you everybody for liking my video and subscribing. I really, really appreciate it. I've had a lot of support and feels good. So I'm on the right track. I'm getting better at this every day. Let's put some Posca in the areas that are ready. That's the fun part, when you put all your color down and you just go over it with Posca. Little flecks of snow on the Posca. And put a little bit of white in the snowball. Snow. If you have any questions, you can always drop a comment. This has to be mixed in. Like that. So whatever drawings that I do, coloring, if it's a Joanna Basford, there are many, many groups of Joanna fans on Facebook. So I will post it maybe in one or two. And then if I'm coloring Maria Trulli, she also, her fans have a group page. I think there's maybe at least 2 group pages. And they're run by people like you and me, who just like coloring and like to share their work and ask questions pertaining to the coloring genre. Whoops. So with your pencil, you can come and fix the Posca. It acts as an eraser. Don't wait till it dries, though. I think I'll do those little snowballs. Should I? I don't know, because if we white out those lines, we don't really see them really. So I will leave the snowballs the way they are. I'll just add white inside over the shading. Over here, I couldn't see my stars, so I put some Posca around them. I wonder if I go around them with a little bit of yellow instead of just white. Very lightly, not to scrape off the white, just so that there's a lighter color beside the gold. It's had time to dry and it doesn't rub off as much as easily. Yeah, at least you can see them now. There we go. Now, you want to make sure that you have shade under this toadstool here, right? There should be some shade under here, under there, underneath. You want that to be nice and dark. All of that. So with whichever black you have, I do like the polychromo black. The tip is harder than Prisma. Still have some tree branches here. Okay. So you want this to be very dark underneath, where the shade will be cast. On the side of the toadstool stems, that will be very black because it gives the effect that it's round if both sides are dark. I could have gone the other, started dark to light and have this completely light. That could have been one method as well. So. See, I was holding my pen upwards and now it's not running. You really have to store them lying down like this. You don't store them upwards or downwards. I have another one here, so the other one's been lying down for a while, so it should be okay. Yeah. Well, at least I have two, so when one needs to be resting, the other one comes out to play. Still have some blending to do here in the snow, so let's continue that blending before I continue the Posca. So let's get the white sharpened. We're not going to forget this little guy, right? Now there will be some snow on the toadstools. So let's get that Posca out and let's let the snow right on top here. Right there. Yeah, everybody needs Posca in their life. Of course, if you have acrylic paint with a very small brush, you could do it that way. The other day I showed you a couple of different pens that can do the same job. Reminding you though that the Posca is the one I prefer the most. Snow. Let it snow, let it snow. You're going to leave me if you hear me singing. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm one of those people that likes to have Christmas movies on now. And yes, I've seen them all so many times. It's a happy vibe though. Happy, happy, happy. And we do have 2 birthdays in the same time period. So it's a very busy month. Yeah, I'm not finished blending there. All right. I was sharpening my pencil too much. If I sharpen it too sharp, then the tip doesn't like it. You never have too much white when you want snow. It's coming along. I hope you like this color along. I liked it very much. I like what we have here. We need some gold in our stems. Yeah, the gold, we could do ones, we could go ahead and cover our stems, the lines. It just blends right in. And then if you look at it this way, it glows a little bit. Why not? Huh. We learn something every day, right? Huh. Not bad at all. Okay. So let's finish up this snow and finish up the toadstool, and then we'll be able to get a final look at this one. So this pencil could be put in a pencil holder like this. This comes in a package of many, maybe 8 different colors, and it's very inexpensive. You find that on Amazon. So I guess tonight I'll just make sure that I've went everywhere and blended everywhere, that it's at my liking, that I have Posca everywhere. Now I hope I didn't miss anything here. Let's get our toadstool done. sides. All right, so my darkest is the TuscanRed 937. So it's darkest at the bottom. I'm going to do just the ends of this jewelry. I call it the jewelry. Okay. There's quite a bit of shade coming from this toadstool. So I don't know if any sun will be getting any of the light from the other. Maybe just the moonlight. So I guess this one will just go straight up with our colors. It won't be lighter on one side or the other. It'll be the same. Just enough sunlight to come and let us see it. Especially when it's a full moon with the white snow. So Crimson Red 924. We're also going to go very lightly over here for the jewelry. Very, very lightly. And then we have Scarlet Lake 923. Go up very lightly. So, am I still recording? Yes. Good. Okay. Then let's go in with the Poppy Red 922. So I'll come in from down here. Fill up any of the tooth down here. Down on the jewelry. So this would be poisonous mushrooms because with the warts, the mushrooms with the warts, I think are poisonous. And then these ones here would be good to eat because they are pretty. So they would be edible mushrooms. But I am no expert. With the pale vermilion, we'll start at the lightest area. So Again, this is very good paper. You can only go in this many layers on a good paper. So worth getting a good coloring book. All right, with the pink, we'll go at the very top. Blend all that in. So the books that I do color the most in are Hanna Karlzon, Maria Trull, Joanna Basford. I do have one Clara Markova, which I haven't colored in it yet. It's fairly new. And I have one Erie. I've done a couple of pages. L'Art Philippon from France. I haven't done any pages, or I think I did testing in one of them, but I have to get to it. It's a beautiful book. Okay, let's go in with our blender. We're using the Caran d'Ache blender. I just love how bright the colors come out when we use it. And then the waxy effect. It's nice and shiny and all well blended. Removes all the teeth, or the tooth. I have to get that straight one day. Okay, so for the jewelry, we'll just go in darker on the ends of this little space here. And with the pink, we can go fill in the middle. Pink or yellow or orange, as you wish. All right, now the skirt. I'm going to need the brown to go around the skirt. Around the skirt. The side of the stem. And then some 943 burnt ochre. What others? What did we have? We had Sienna Brown, 945. Let's keep the middle lighter. And then what else did we have in our toolkit here? We came in a little bit with our TuscanRed. Oh, that's a lot. Okay. Calm down, Pat. Calm down. Let's blend all this together. Okay, so we'll do Where we see the brown, we'll come out a little bit with the burnt ochre 948 for the stem here, keeping just a little bit of white there. There, the white is not touched. The sienna brown 945. We're not going over the white, we're just going beside it. Says Patricia. Okay, with the blender, we're going to blend out, keeping the white intact. So if I go on the white with my blender, the rest gets blended just beside it. Okay, with your black, I'm going to use polychromos. I'm going to put some shade under these skirts here. I'm coming up where it's the darkest. I'm coming up. On the side of the stem, we'll use the black. There we go. Coming back in with sienna brown just to blend everything in. There we go. That's it. We've done it. There are probably many areas that I will just go in when I notice stuff. The bottom here of the snowman, I'll go ahead and I won't do the, well, I could. Let's say I did the whole snow head. See how that looks. Yeah, that works. Okay. I want to keep the twig there. Let's do this one. The head. He looks kind of funny. I don't think he's very happy with what I've done. He's saying, go home, girl. You've had enough. You've messed me up enough. There we go. So I hope you liked my video and you subscribed. And I thank you very, very much for being here with me. I'm really excited about what's coming on this channel. And take care, everybody. And I'll see you soon. Ciao.